Hi pen fans, this is Brian at edisonpen.com. I hope that everybody's doing really well. Hey, some new happenings here. We have the current inventory galleries are now updated past or post the Chicago Pen Show. It took me a little bit to get those updated. Things have been really busy since that Chicago show, but I think a lot of you may know already how to get there. But essentially, if you are at edisonpen.com, you go to current inventory over here, and then click on this link to get to the SmugMug current inventory page. Then right here you're at the galleries that shows lots of pens that are all set to go and ready to ship. There's well over 250 pens in this gallery, so there's a lot to look through, and there's actually some new materials here that we have recently acquired. So if anything in these galleries appeals, then make sure to send me an email and we can set something up. On another note, since I mentioned new acrylics, there are some new materials that I wanted to share with everybody. When you're at, the SmugMug galleries and you click on galleries itself, this link here, you go down to material samples. This is where you can see a lot of the materials that we use and samples of how they look. I do have some new materials that I'm pretty excited by. First, I think a lot of people have seen this blue and gold checkered acrylic, which I love. I think it's a great material. It's been really popular. Well, we now have a green version of that. So it's like a green gold checkered acrylic that I think is outstanding. In addition to that, other new stuff that we have, I'm real excited by these. We have like 3 flecks that came out just awesome. They're very kind of subdued and lots of depth. This is a flecked sapphire that I immediately gravitated to. I really like this one. Next, there is a flecked, hang on a second. This is called Flecked Ocean. I also find this pretty fascinating. I like this one a lot. I can't wait to make a pen from this. And then we also have this Flecked Onyx, and I'm also happy about this. This is one that I think has a lot of depth, has a lot of character to it, but yet it still is pretty striking with those white flecks. And I was so happy with it, I went ahead and made a Glenmont from it just as a prototype, and you can see how that turned out with the black end caps. I think that really turned out to be a nice pen. So the last little acrylic that I want to show you is something that I am even more excited than these others. How's that? I'm real happy because, oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong gallery. I'm real happy because the way that this turned out is very reminiscent of some vintage Schaefer material. If you take a look at this, I'm calling this, I don't have a great name for it. It's kind of like a striped fleck, and we're calling it Toffee Crunch. If you take a look at this, though, it really is very reminiscent of the composition and the pattern of Schaefer Tiger Eye. A lot of you probably know what I'm referring to, or if you don't, then just Google Schaefer Tiger Eye, and you'll see this original Schaefer celluloplast material that's very unique. But I'm really happy to see that a modern acrylic manufacturer is starting to get into these unique patterns. I have some Schaefer Tiger Eye here in the shop, and I held this up next to it. Now obviously the colors aren't the same. The Schaefer Tiger Eye is, like a deep green, whereas this is more of a brownish, caramel color. But the composition and the actual pattern is almost identical. So I'm really excited to see, like I said, that these modern manufacturers are starting to look at some of the older stuff for inspiration. So anyways, I think that's it. If anybody has questions about some of these new materials, I didn't cover all of them, by the way. I just highlighted some of my favorites. If you want to look through the material samples gallery for new materials, there's tons of ebonite that I covered a while ago, and there's some other acrylics that I didn't cover right now. And then also look at the current inventory gallery for pens that are all set and ready to ship. Okay, everybody have a good one. See ya.